The Block Explorer, it's pretty much just what its name sounds like. It's an API for anyone who is running a Block Explorer. If you want to get data, the type of data that a Block Explorer might want to use is the Block Explorer app is designed to provide that kind of data. So we do generally whenever we make a HAF app, we usually do make like a reference user interface, just so people can, it allows us to test the API in reality, right? To be sure that it actually, the API matches what the kind of data you want. And it also teaches us how to figure out what kind of new APIs we might want to add, API calls we might want to add to the API. So we do have a Block Explorer user interface that uses that API, and that's a web app, and we developed that. And right now, McFarhat's team, ActiFit team, is managing the further development of that application. Fantastic. So you can see that app. There's various places where it's running. We run a couple copies of it, and he runs one too. So there's maybe some other people at this point too, because it's all open source. So the idea behind making Block Explorer part of the standard app is now. So one of the problems the reason I wanted to make that a standard app was I saw a long time ago that Hive has always had a pretty great Block Explorer. Even from the very beginning, there was like hiveblocks.com, and it's a really nice Block Explorer. But the problem is one guy runs it, and whenever it went down, it could be kind of a headache. So I wanted to, since the Block Explorer data is such important data, I wanted to kind of decentralize the availability of that data. And also I wanted to be something that's very quick. So that's why we designed the Block Explorer API. And the idea is now all the API nodes out there, and there's probably like 20 or so, can all run the Block Explorer app. And anybody can then also run the Block Explorer user interface, so the web server. They can run their own web server. So you could even nowadays you can actually run your own copy of the Block Explorer and just point it at one of the API nodes and get that data. You'll be able to get the data from whichever one you want. You can even go so far as, of course, run your own API server and have the data all local.